This is a third essay critique on student essays on the lesson before dying, and this will be the last one for the night. Student Z has submitted an essay here, and I'm going to take a look at it there. Uh, First, I want to express appreciation that students are, when you put your heading for the MLA formatting, your submissions, you do it to Mr. Stone. You don't do it to Charles Stone or Chuck Stone, but your teacher's name, Mr. Stone. Your name, my name, course, date, and then the heading in the upper right-hand corner. Last name, your last name, and the page number. Z, page number 1. Notice that this student has not put a title for some reason. Should always have an original title that gives an indication as to where your essay is going to be going. So let's take a look at what is going on in the essay. First paragraph. The unfair treatment of blacks in the South continued long after slavery was abolished. The statement couldn't be truer, as shown in the novel A Lesson Before Dying by Ernest J. Gaines. As I've said in critique number 2, avoid the clumsy references to the author. Just instead of saying the novel by so and so, say Ernest J. Gaines, A Lesson Before Dying. Through the gossip, racism, and segregation in the novel, it is concluded that setting is a vital part, central theme of a story. This is sometimes one of the mechanical ways that some English teachers have students do. I don't like it. It is concluded that if your teacher, if you have another teacher who wants you to do that by all means for that teacher. However, it is bad writing or is perhaps bad teaching to force you to put that sort of mechanical uh, thing in your introductory paragraph and certainly your thesis statement. This should all be reworked here and definitely get rid of it. It is concluded that we can't conclude. You can't conclude anything yet until you actually get to the end part of the essay. Then you can come to a conclusion. Let's clear out the ink and move further down the paper here. The first sentence, topic sentence of the first body paragraph states that gossip spreads fast in the small town of Louisiana. Therefore, so do rumors and false statements about others. Uh, well, let's point out that Louisiana is not a small town. It is, in fact, a state, pretty sizable state, too. And a state, in case you're not aware of U.S. political and geographical boundaries, Louisiana, a state is comparable to a province in Canada. So it takes place in a small town or village or rural area, but Louisiana itself is not a town, it is a state. And the implication then goes on that there are rumors and false statements. Do you really want to make that the point of the paragraph? I'm not sure that it's targeted. Well, it isn't targeted enough. So let's take a look at what is being said here. In the first chapter, we learned that although Grant did not attend Jefferson's trial, okay, remember use past tense or use present tense when you're writing about literature. Although Grant does not attend Jefferson's trial, everyone in town was talking about it, is talking about it. Therefore, he knew every detail of the trial. He knows every detail of the trial. Well, that's not necessarily true. He knows the details of the trial because he knows that the this society is so totally racist. If a black man is on trial and there are 12 white men who are deciding his fate, he knows what is going to happen in the trial without ever having to be there. The black man will be found guilty. That's 100% certainty. So it's not rumors um, which convict Jefferson. It's the racial attitudes which are implanted in the white population. Let's take a look further on there. There's no need because as soon as two white men walked onto the scene of the murder and saw Jefferson there, they immediately assumed he was guilty and began telling others that he was too. There was rumors spread around town. It's not the rumors which convict him. It's the it's the accusation and the witnesses. And the two white men find one black man, dead black man, dead white man. He's arrested almost immediately, and the rumors don't convict him. It's simply the process of law and a racial attitudes there. Some good points made about recurring racism and dehumanization. Again, stay in present tense. Good points made about the concept of being a hog and dehumanizing. Um, the points the points about segregation there, I'm not sure that they're really necessary for what you're trying to argue. Let's go back to the first. Okay, setting is a vital part of the central theme. Um, Setting is not a part of a theme, so setting is an element that helps to illustrate the central theme of the story. But what is it that you're saying is the central theme there? I'm not sure that we're seeing it here. I'm looking again. And there's the paragraph I was just mentioning about segregation. Let's go to the concluding paragraph. In conclusion, the rumors spread through the town, the racist ways of the whites and the segregation that happens in the novel all prove that setting is a necessity to the central theme of the story, but you still haven't said what the theme is. Injustice and actual cruelty towards their own people solely based on the color of skin prove that hatred still lingers on in the minds of the whites. Louisiana and slavery are a thing of the past. Well, no, Louisiana still continues. It's not a thing of the past. The past that the people of the present are still living in. This is where more targeted language would really come in handy. I get the overall gist of of negativity and bad things going on, but there's a lack of targeted language that really would get across your point in a very sharp way. So let's look for tighter language as we're moving into the ISU essay. And with that, let's conclude the third critique.